Hello everybody, this is ShadowSlayerX, and now I've got a tale to tell you. One about Karazhan. No. Karazhan is Hearthstone's fourth adventure. Super excited. I know I haven't been putting out a lot of Hearthstone videos. I've taken my break. I've slowly eased my way back into it. I haven't made any new decks. I don't know what's currently in the meta. So probably the first few videos will just be random stuff, just using the old decks, and then I'll start building new stuff. But let's talk about this adventure. So the details are that it's going to launch on August 11th. That's like, what, 2 weeks from me recording this. I think it's like today's the 29th of July. So there's going to be 45 new cards. That's awesome. One Night in Karazhan will have 4 wings. Ooh. Each wing is purchasable for 700 gold or $7. Buying all the wings together will result in a discount, which I'm going to do. I always do that. I think I saved... No, for the first adventure I saved almost like the whole Naxx adventure, but... You'll receive a special card back if you buy the full adventure within the first week. I guess I'm a sucker for that, I guess. There will be a special free wing available, the prologue. You'll play as Medivh. This will reward you with 2 free cards. The Enchanted Raven, which is a 1-mana 2/2. That's awesome. And Firelands Portal, also a very interesting card. Deal 5 damage, summon a random 5-cost minion. We'll talk about that at last, probably. So out of the 45 cards revealed, Blizzard had revealed 7 of them. This first card got me very excited. It told me immediately there's going to be a chess event just like Karazhan. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to run through Karazhan with like a level 100, probably just before. We'll dub it as a Hearthstone video, but it'll just be like, this is what Karazhan's about, and this is what it's supposed to be, and then for everything I don't mention, hopefully people in the comments will correct me. Because as a level 100, you're going to do everything wrong or too quick, so whatever. Alright, so the Ivory Knight. It turns out it's going to be a Paladin card, 6 mana 4/4. Battlecry. Discover a spell. Restore health to your hero equal to its cost. So what do we have here? We have a 4/4 body, which we know is roughly like 4 mana. We have Discover a spell, which we also know is about a 1 mana, and then restore health to your hero equal to its cost, based off of the discovered spell. Apparently, like Forbidden Healing, I guess, is roughly around what this is. So for three things in one, we get a 6 cost, and I think this card's really cool. Will it be a staple in every deck? No, especially like. 6 mana, like, there's so many other things that could fit the slot. So, like, you've got Emperor, you've got Sylvanas, some niche cards as well. But yeah, so I'm hoping there's going to be more chess pieces. I definitely know there's going to be more chess pieces in a chess event, but actually in the game, probably not too many. But yeah, love it. Kindly Grandmother, Beast tag. 2 mana 1/1, Death Rattle summon a 3/2 big bad wolf. Now I think I'm gonna click discuss this card real quick. I think in here, yeah, we got the actual picture of the big bad wolf, so there's no flavor text that we know of currently. There's no symbol on it, so I'm guessing someone made that, but whatever. What do I think of it? It's alright. I feel like this is just one of those cards that people will just learn to work around. I mean, it's a 1/1. You ping it, you get something better. It's going to be one of those things where you ping and you send a creature in, probably. But then, if that's what you're doing, is it doing its job, right? It's this 2 mana card doing its job because it's making your opponent use something to deal with the 1 and then use a minion. So they're wasting more resources on your 1 card. Excuse me. Also, for a 2 mana, add all its stats together, it's a 4/3 for 2 mana. That's awesome. No downside, really, besides it's split through a death rattle. Moving on to Barnes. Barnes Battlecry, summon a 1/1 copy of a random minion in your deck. So we all know there are plenty of good things you can nail with this. You can get Emperor Thorson, you can get Ysera, you can get Ragnaros, you can get Sylvanas. I mean, the list goes on and on, right? Aviana, just a bunch of different stuff. Even not even the super legendary stuff. Like you pull out, what's her name? Sorcerer's Apprentice. Like Demented Frostcaller. Like, you know, just random stuff that like does things. Because I don't think you're going to get, since it's a copy, I don't think you're going to get the battle cry off of it. So you're looking for things that have even Death Rattle, right? Bunch of good stuff. So I think he's okay. Definitely niche deck that he'll fit in. The Curator. I was very curious to see. I knew he'd be in it, but I didn't know what he would do. Turns out he's got a very unique deck or ability. So he's a 4/6 taunt for 7 mana. Not great. Battlecry, draw a beast, draw a dragon, and draw a Murloc from your deck. Well, if you have one of each, you can probably do some cool stuff. I can't think of anything right now, but I do know the fact that you can just pull a dragon, like, this is a draw 3 taunt 4/6, not bad. Like, we already have a 7 mana 4/6 in the game. Yes, it puts another 4/6 taunt, but it doesn't draw you 3 cards, right? So it's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting. Ethereal Peddler, 5 mana 5/6, great stats. Battlecry, reduce the cost of cards in your hand from other classes by 2. So they're kind of pushing something that some rogue players probably won't be too happy with. The fact that you need to use cards like Burgle, Undercity Huckster, Nefarian, stuff like that, right? Or even Lorewalker Cho, stuff like random stuff, right? To get other classes cards in your hand. So once again, that's also, I feel like it's a niche card. It's gonna be good in Arena just for like being put up against some bad rares. It's still 5 mana 5/6. I think that's really good. Moving on to the Enchanted Raven, the Mark of Yisharaj. Oh man, turn 1 Enchanted Raven, turn 2 Mark. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. And this card, contesting the 7 mana slot for mages, Firelands Portal. Deal 5 damage and summon a random 5-cost minion. Yep. I think this is great. Not a big fan of the whole summon 5-cost minion mechanic, because I think... Oh no, I'm thinking of a different... I was thinking of the card that summons a 3-cost minion. But it looks like mages are starting to get a lot of this stuff, and they could have played with portals like a lot, or like in one single set they could have done like a bunch of different portals. But I think with this, they're queuing it up that a lot of spells can do some random stuff just based off, like, they can do so many different portals to so many different places, right? The Firelands portal, I think from this picture, I don't remember it being in Karazhan, but like I understand the necessity of Firelands and the portal and this whole thing. And yeah, so anyway, I really like everything so far. This is all on hearthstone.com. You can go look for yourself, but if you don't mind listening to some dude narrate stuff for you and tell you his thoughts, then let's keep going. So the boss details are that Morose is going to greet in the parlor. Now, if I remember, there are 2 ways into Karazhan, but I've always gone in the main way. So I'm assuming that there's not going to be Atumen the Huntsman and his beautiful steed that I've been always trying to get in Night. I think it's not Nightmare, is it? No, it's not that. It's been so long since I forget. But usually that's the first boss. but Morose, when you keep going, there's a bunch of like ghosts. Like I said, we're gonna do a Karazhan run. It's gonna be in Hearthstone, but yeah, like if you picture, there's gonna be like a bunch of like ghostly patrons, and they're all like dancing or eating or milling about and talking, and then there's like beautiful tables and food everywhere, and then to the left, like up on a higher thing, is where Morose is, and he's got some other people with him. The magic mirror, I can't remember that honestly right now. Chess will make an appearance. Now this is a huge thing because much later in the thing there's a chess event, and back in the day, like, it was crazy. I don't know, we probably still will be able to do it with the level 100, but it's going to be different because we're only going to be controlling one piece. I don't know if our level or attack will change anything, or if it's all set, but whatever. It's not actual chess. You're moving the pieces, and the pieces have health, and it can attack, and special abilities, and stuff like that. But it wasn't super complicated. Now, my favorite part. I think this was a lot of people's favorite part. So there's an opera house in Karazhan. And yes, it's run by Barnes. I can't remember fighting him or not. I don't remember. But I do remember the fights. Like Romeo and Juliet. Sorry, they're based off this. So it's like Romulo and Julianne, I think. And they have like a special ability where they you fight one, and then you fight the other, and then you fight both. But when you're fighting both, when one drops, it'll like be instantly healed within a few seconds, like full health. So the goal, what you have to do is you have to kill them both at the same time. I designed a Hearthstone card like that so long ago. I actually did a bunch of... Alright. So yeah, I did... Oh, it's Midnight, not Nightmare. So yeah, I did a bunch of cards long time ago, like 2014, man. What was this one? Minion can bypass taunt. Your opponent has a 50% chance to equip a 2/1 Fiery Warhorse Reigns. And the Reigns where you have a 25% chance to summon a Midnight. So the death rattle was your opponent would get, or 50% chance to get these Reigns. If they got the Reigns, they'd have their hero would get a 2 attack weapon. This would be assuming that they get the drop, right? Because the drop would be Midnight. And then so they'd have a 25% chance. So already they've gotten through a coin flip. Then they have to go through a 1 in 4 chance. So, and then once they do, they get this guy. Yeah. And then the cycle can continue because once Midnight, the whole theme was, I think this was yeah. A lot of people didn't like it. If I remember. What else do we have? Oh, that's not what I meant. Oh man, Imgur, man, terrible. Go to my gallery. Like, well, I want to just go to my stuff. Jeez. Gosh, it's in so many cards. One of these days I'll go through them all. I think I've mentioned I would do that too. Way to derail my own video, huh? Can't remember. Where is it? Ah, okay. It must be around here. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think I had them as like 10 mana spells or something. Like, wow. Anyway, this card is a 10 mana spell. Transform your opponent's centermost creature into 0/1 Red Riding Hood and summon a 4/4 Big Bad Wolf. So Red Riding Hood was, and remember this was on your opponent's side. Adjacent minions have taunt, and their health changed to 1. Death Rattle, give the Big Bad Wolf +1 health and restore it to full health. So The big bad wolf had Charge and Wind Fury. Damage taken by this minion is reduced to 1. Death Rattle. Silence enemy minions. So that would stop Little Red Riding Hood from helping her opponents. Or also debuffing them to 1 health. So, yeah, it was very interesting. Oh, here we go, Julian. So here was the 10 mana spell. Summon a 5/2 Romulo and a 4/6 Julianne. Now these were broken, and I think still are broken. Because Romulo was a 5/2 charge, right? Resummon Romulo at the end of turn if Julianne is on the board. Okay? Makes sense? Julianne. At the end of your turn, restore 1 health to a damaged character. Death Rattle. Resummon Julianne at the end of turn if Romulo is on the board. So, you had to kill them both. Or silence one, I suppose. Actually, no. If you silenced one, then the other one could keep coming back as long as that one was around. But once the other one was dead, and the silenced one was still around, yeah, that would work. But yeah, it was a good, fun time. Alright, wait, why do I have 2 versions? Oh, 2 health. And Romulo. If Julianne was not destroyed this turn. So. Yeah, I tried to mess around with that, but yeah. Okay, anyway, I spent way too long on that. But they're really fun. They were very flavored. Oh, I did Wizard of Oz too. I already closed it. Oh well. Wizard of Oz was also fun. The Curator has the Wing 3, the Menagerie, Nightbane. I can picture what the bosses looked like, but I can't remember which ones are which. And the Spire, another spite, opens portals just like the WoW fight. Portals buff your minions, and then you fight the Shadowrun. Now I'm wondering if they're keeping some other stuff, because there are other bosses in Karazhan, and I wonder if they're keeping them under wraps. So they've got a big guide there, and then we've got ourselves and the new game board. So obviously, this is the theater where you had the 3 plays. I think this is supposed to resemble like mid-use study or whatever, and maybe this a bit as well. Although I can't really remember this. Like, once we do the video, we're gonna have to like look around and do everything and see stuff. But yeah, so far it looks really cool. Cardbacks were spotted during the stream, but they weren't confirmed that they're specifically for Karazhan. They look pretty Karazhan-ish. If people are wondering what the pricing is going to be like, there's going to be a free prologue with 4 wings at $20, and so on and so on. Individual wings are $7 or 700 gold each. Like I said, I took a break. I should have been saving up gold, to be honest, but you know what? Because like there was inklings of an adventure coming. Whatever. The trailer's here. Go take a look at it. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, but it's awesome. Like the Old Gods one was good, and like all the other ones, but like this one's great. Good job. And there's some gameplay, and then a bunch of screenshots of the event. Yeah, and from the trailer. Most of this is from the trailer. So we'll scroll down, and yeah. So, what do you guys think of the Karazhan adventure? I'm looking forward to running through Karazhan again in WoW. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm just excited for Hearthstone again. I can't wait. So, what I'm gonna do off screen is finish my arena, because it's like 2 wins, 0 losses. And then we're going to just do some ranked. I'm pretty sure I'm low again, not even anywhere near good. So we can use our crappy decks, have some fun, and then maybe once we start ranking up somewhere better than 18 or something, and then we can start playing around with decks. Yeah. I don't know if I have any legendaries to show off. Maybe. We'll see. I got the warrior one. I don't know if I had that before. I got the new shaman hero. Did that on my own. Yeah. Alright. I've been ShadowSlayerX. tip to the computer fund if you're feeling generous, and like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you next time. Peace out.